We are here in the 15 minutes Rich Daily Inspiration Be You with Marina and Gayle. And today we are celebrating episode number 40. So if you know anyone who needs to be inspired, who could inspire us, please invite them in. Share, remember to share. We only have 15 minutes today and we could make the best of it. What brings joy into your life? I know what brings joy into mine. There is soul in everything and everyone searching for the soul. My question is never why. If for you the question is why, move on. You have to leave it behind. Start asking yourself, why not? If you are given a dream, big or small, and the bigger the better, because that will accommodate more humans under your dream to find their own calling, their own light, to step into their own light, is because you already have it all. You have it all. It's just a matter of looking within and seeing how much you got already, how abundant you are, because giving, what Gail was referring earlier was, she can't help it. This is her passion. This is her calling. She can't help it. She would do it without pay, but it's not sustainable. Giving makes you abundant. She feels abundant because she is giving the world something that the world needs, something that is necessary, something that is true, something that is kind, and the world needs more of it. So ask yourself, why not? Why not? Why not support each other? Why not create a space where everybody is allowed to answer their calling instead of being conditioned to be somebody they are not, on the principle of news? If it bleeds, it leads. 98% of the headlines are bad news. Imagine that instead of having bad news, we could have at least 50% good news, with you making the good news. If it bleeds, it leads, is not healthy. Everyone and everything is bleeding. Every industry, every country, every town, and every village, every household is bleeding because we feed ourselves with bad news that are built upon the principle of, if it bleeds, it leads, instead of changing that into, why not blossom? Blossom. I see ourselves as a gigantic garden of cherry trees, and we can blossom at once. It's just a choice. It's an absolute choice to answer your calling and deliver your unique gift in a world that is bleeding. Thank you so much, Gail. The mic is yours.
Thank you so much, Dr. Marina. Thank you for your messages, because that is definitely one of the things that bring me joy every day in this room. When I get the messages from each of you, either through the back channel or on Instagram, saying how much you've got from this room. So it's a pleasure to be able to do this room every single day. It's a challenge at the moment, as some of you know, but I can't not show up. I can't. It'd be very easy for me to say, oh, I can't do it today because I'm here and I've got this test and that, but I can't not show up, because this is part of my journey right now. It's part of my healing. I absolutely love and appreciate each of you for being a part of that. And then one of the other things that brings me immense joy is baking. I think we've spoken about this many times in this room before, but it brings me so much joy because it gives me that space. Dr. Marina says that we are always in a trance, and that's what baking does for me. It allows me to go into a trance-like state, different to the one I'm in when I'm not baking. And I love that. Baking is like a meditation for me. It really is. It calms me right down. I find it extremely creative. I just enter into a very, very different vibrational level when I'm baking. So there are many things that bring me joy, but I think that the ultimate thing that brings me joy, funny enough, is just being outside. Oh my gosh. being outside by water, particularly, oh, I just absolutely love it. That lifts my spirit, it soothes my spirit, it inspires my spirit. Everything about being near a stretch of water, it's there's just something very otherworldly about that for me. And that's my ultimate joy filling element within my life. And I've just been planning my garden. Well, I was planning my garden kind of like earlier this winter of certain things I want to do. And one of the things is to put in a water feature because I just love being around the water so much. So lots of different things today. So thank you. And thank you so much, Dr. Marina. And what can I say? We know it. We say it every day. You have nothing else to do today aside from to be you.
What brings joy into your life? The mic is yours, Sharon.
What brings joy into my life? Oh, Dr. Marina, Gayle, and Angela, being with inspiring people like you guys brings joy into my life. My life has changed immensely since being with inspiring people, listening to motivational people talk. That really does bring joy into my life. I've also come home to me, found love inside me rather than looking for it externally. And that brings joy into my life. I suppose the biggest change in me has been since I gave up sugar, because I always suppressed every feeling, every emotion with sugar. I used to say I've got a sweet tooth. But since freeing myself from that poison, I now feel inner peace, inner joy, and inner happiness. We are all different flowers from the same garden. And when you can love who you are, that is when your life changes. My surname is Rosenbloom, and I do believe now that I am the rose in bloom. Thank you, Dr. Marina.
I believe it too. I think we discover all the time. You'll be surprised what could bring joy into your life. Unless you try new things, unless you try new adventure, unless you embrace the next step into the unknown, I think it's very hard to keep the joy going round. We have with us Marie. Marie, what brings joy into your life?
Oh, thank you, Dr. Marina. I do, and honestly, this little 15-minute pocket brings joy into my life. It just keeps me focused and it makes me feel positive and all those lovely, like cuddly, warm emotions that you feel. So thank you very much for this space. I sat here and thought about it. Do you know what? And a lot of the time, I don't speak about it just because it's so taboo. But my understanding of God brings joy into my life. I think the lessons that I feel when I go into deep prayer and I go into deep meditation, and I understand and I see that always we're being guided toward a lesson of joy, the ultimate freedom of the possibilities of not who are we not to become, but who are we to become. There's infinite, we have infinite intelligence within each and every one of us. It's always edging us towards that lesson. Now, that can present as negative, it can present as positive, whatever way you want to see it. But for me, joy ultimately is my own connection to spirit, and the fact that I absolutely know deep in my soul that but I am being held gently, lovingly, and always edged towards joy. Thank you.
Statement of joy. Thank you so much for showing us what is possible when you accept that becoming is about becoming who you are destined to be and accepting that, taking responsibility for that. You are a great inspiration for me personally. I'm thinking there is more joy we can source. Go deeper. It is always a matter of finding that joy that really makes you feeling joyful in the most difficult times. Next, we have Frank, the author of Trapped in a Dream. I'm just so excited and joyful thinking of what we are going to hear next. Frank, the mic is yours.
For me, this time, good morning is also a surprise because I just finished my training online. I've got a beautiful group of people all over the world, and every morning 8:15 we start training, and this time it was the app training, and so I was just on time, and I grabbed my computer, and well, I ended up at page 37, and I'm going to share it with you. And it starts with, I hope that my life journey can also help children and adults to make the right choices, to live their dreams. I had a lot of trouble choosing at that time, and I know how difficult it can be if you get trapped in your dreams. People who are not living their dreams because of all the distractions they have encountered during the search for the right track in life, and go on living that dream. Let my journey help you to get rid of everything that's holding you back from living your dreams. Many distractions like doubt, denial, and fear will hold you back or delay your dream. Keep on going. I think we all deserve to live our dreams. Get back to your dream, and you will overcome them all. Be happy and stay happy, living your dream with passion. I will prove to you that you can and will overcome them all. Remember this: a river cuts through a rock, not because of its power, but because of its persistence. So keep on going. Are you inspired? I promise this book will help you. As a child, we all have many dreams, but how many can and will we fulfill of those dreams? I think we all deserve to live our dreams, and only then we will be happy and stay happy, living your dream with passion. And I didn't prepare today completely because everything was not right today. I had a beautiful sleep, but then I woke up and everything was wrong. Everything was going wrong. The cats of the neighbor was still inside of the house, and we wanted to go home, but he didn't want to go home, so I had a fight with him to get him out of the house. But he's such a nice cat, so he won the fight, and he's still here on the couch, looking at me like I belong here. And why do I tell this? Because it is life. It is all those things that happen when you don't expect them. And I love it now because I know that it's always gonna be have it's gonna be a reason why this little kitten is always here. Probably he didn't like it at his house because there are six other cats and he's always coming here. We don't want to keep him here because it's not our cat, and she's probably worried where her kitten is. And it's funny that and then I was too late for the training because my computer had an update, and I started 5 minutes later, and I hate being late in that group because the teacher is always saying, hey, be on time, warming up and everything. So it felt like it was not good, but then I know it's 9 o'clock and I'm gonna see all of you. And then I picked something out of the transcript, and already 10 minutes later, everything is fine because everything happens for a reason. Why? Because that's useless. I don't ask why. It happened, and I'm already happy. And why? Because I'm with you all. So what can happen? So have a great day.
Totally agree. I think joy is best when you share joy becomes so much more, so much better. I'm going to share with you that quote by Buddha. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. You are listening to 15 Minutes Rich Daily Inspiration. Be You with Marina and Gayle. And this is episode number 40. And to celebrate from me and Gayle until tomorrow, 8 a.m. London time, be you. Goodbye with lots of love. Thank you for bringing us so much joy.
This episode is sponsored by MTN Press. MTN Press is the publishing house behind niche publications like Rich Human, Sovereign, and the Quantum of Light magazines, all British brands with a global reach. They deliver the good news straight to the desk of decision makers, the CEOs, presidents, CFOs, consultants, investors, influencers, bankers, PR agencies, heads of global operations, to name just a few. They also offer specialized support through a range of bespoke services, tools, and systems to help publishers like you grow both their presence and business. Whether you are running a blog, a niche magazine, or thinking to start one, their expert knowledge in the world of publishing can give you the tools and the expertise and the confidence you need to succeed. Check them out at mtnpress.co.uk or follow the link in the episode description.